Greetings, it is an honor to be here with esteemed friends to celebrate Carlos Tomei's 70th birthday and to address some aspects of his work related to teaching. I will be somewhat broader in scope, covering topics that go beyond university teaching. I'll start by going back to the 1990s with the Pro Sciences program funded by FAPERG and CAPES, where under Carlos Tomei's leadership, professional development activities were offered to public elementary and secondary school teachers in the cities of Rio de Janeiro and Campos dos Goytacases. At that time, there was intense dialogue with Professors Gilda de la Roque and Iachi Malta. During that period, I worked as a monitor for the activities and learned a lot from that experience and from the brainstorming sessions that took place. Carlos, you might be pleased to know that the seed planted in Campos dos Goytacases has germinated spectacularly. Many of the teachers who participated in the professional development went on to specialize, pursuing master's and doctoral degrees. Now these teachers work at the Federal Fluminense Institute, where in addition to the mathematics teaching degree program, they are also involved in their own professional master's program in education. One of the support materials used in these professional development workshops was this book, co-authored by Carlos Tomei, Licio Becerra, Paulo Enrique, and Celso Wilmer. Activities proposed by Martin Gardner in his traditional column on recreational mathematics in Scientific American magazine were also employed. One of the technological resources used in these professional development workshops was the so-called dynamic geometry software. At the time, Carlos was very enthusiastic about the Cabri Geometry software. With the teachers, we used an equivalent free software available at the time, Dr. Geo. If it were today, we would certainly use GeoGebra or Cinderella. Still in this context of plane Euclidean geometry, using dynamic plane geometry software, Carlos Tomei and I co-supervised Silvana Marini Rodriguez Lopez in a work on complexity in plane Euclidean geometry, where, among many topics, there is established, for example, a new conceptual viewpoint that allows proving a general theorem from very few particular cases, such as Napoleon's theorem and Barlotti's generalization. Among the many provocative and impactful quotes that Carlos Tomei often uses in the context of mathematics education, I highlight this one. If learning mathematics is just training reasoning, then Coquetel magazine already does that. Coquetel magazine is a Brazilian publication famous for bringing together pastimes such as crosswords, word searches, sudokus, and other logic and language games, being popular for entertaining and stimulating reasoning. Professor Carlos Tomei has many guidelines and rules for his students. I dare say that the first one for all students from undergraduate to graduate school is always keep a logbook with everything that is presented and discussed. Write it down, no matter the circumstances. It seems that the writers of Star Trek recognize this rule too. Matemática Volante, Roving Mathematics, a provisional name, is a project still in development in which Carlos Tomei and collaborators are conceiving a type of mathematics truck, something like a traveling mathematics museum, that aims to bring diverse experiences, qualia, to schools in order to inspire students and teachers to create and share their own mathematical experiences and narratives. foster an interactive, collaborative educational community across schools, and deepen awareness of mathematics and its diverse connections. Carlos Tomei often presents to his friends and collaborators the Zen story of the fan, a tale that deals with lateral thinking. I won't describe the story here because you will have the opportunity to read it in a free book that I will present in the next slide. I learned from Carlos several examples of the use of lateral thinking. His proof without words for the Callison problem, John Conway's solution to the flying fish problem, and more closely related, the metaphor of the little beans auction, a metaphor that short-circuits a Lagrange multiplier calculation. To honor Carlos Tomei on his 70th birthday, I wrote and dedicated this book to him. In this work, readers are invited to decipher which Brazilian popular saying is being illustrated in each of the 45 images presented, a lateral thinking exercise. I share this gift with you. Download the PDF of the book for free through this link or the QR code. Congratulations, Carlos Tomei. We wish you peace, health, and prosperity. Thank you all for your attention.